Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy KyleAye, and we are back today with another Pokemon Sun and Moon video. I actually have my homie KyleAye, aka UnderTheRadar, here with me, and we are going to help you guys beat the battle tree, kick some ass in the singles format.
What is going on, everyone? My name is UnderTheRadar, and as Kyle said, we're going to be going over the singles format in the battle tree, and we're each going to be going over 3 mons that we found to help us out the most while trying to beat them.
Awesome. Now, if you guys do like this video, I would appreciate you hitting that thumbs up down below, and make sure you go over to Kelly's channel because we are actually going to have the doubles format featured over on his channel. So singles here, doubles there, to make sure that we can maximize all of your battle points, everything that you're going to get out of this. Hit and lead off, the first Pokemon that I have actually found to be the most helpful for me is also adorable, and it's my favorite Gen 7 Pokemon, which is going to be Mimikyu. To get a Mimikyu, you can actually pick this guy or girl up over at the Thrifty Mega Mart on Ula Ula Island, or in other words, the 3rd island. And Mimikyu is actually going to come with the Disguise ability, which basically gets you a free defense attack, basically. So they're going to attack you, it's going to do 0 damage no matter what, and then your Disguise faints, and then after that you're vulnerable to be attacked. So the most helpful moves that I have found to run on the Mimikyu sets would actually be Shadow Sneak, because it does give you the stab boost with it being a ghost type attack, and it is also priority, so you're going to get to attack early. Then I also ran Shadow Claw, so it is 2 ghost type moves, but it does have the boosted critical hit ratio, and it is very strong, so it'll give you a lot of hit power, as well as Play Rough, which is a very powerful, I believe, 90 base power physical type fairy attacking move. And then for the 4th slot, you actually have a choice here. I'm personally running Swords Dance on mine, because on the first play you can set up a Swords Dance and you'll have +2 attack, and then they'll hit your Disguise, and then after that you're good to go. Or if you wanted to, you could run Hone Claws, so you could get only +1 attack, but you would have +1 accuracy as well, so that way you would more likely hit your Play Rough option.
Not only are those moves really cool, but this thing also has access to things like Will-O-Wisp and Destiny Bond, so if you want to burn your opponent, or you just want to take your opponent down with you because you're about to die, you can easily do that with Mimikyu as well.
You are right about those moves as well, but also if you have a Heart Scale, Mimikyu can actually learn the move Wood Hammer at level 1, so make sure to go and cash in a Heart Scale, so that way you can get that if you do want the physical Grass type move. Now, as far as held items, the best item that I've found personally for my experience on Mimikyu would be the Lumberry, because even though Disguise does shield you from an attack, it does not shield you from things like Will-O-Wisp or Toxic or any kind of status condition. So potentially if they try and status you on turn 1 with something like Thunder Wave, you would have the Lumberry to heal you, then you would already have your stat boost from whatever setup move you chose, and you would still have your Disguise ability.
The first mon that I had the most success with in the battle tree was actually Minior. Minior has a very unique ability called Shields Down, which pretty much gives it a buff in defense, and it makes it so it's completely immune to status. Now the first thing I want to say is, in the battle tree, if the computer is going for a status move against Minior and its shields are up, it will continuously do it until you lose your shields. So you can set up for free, and by setup, this thing has access to Shell Smash. Shell Smash gives you a +2 boost in your attack and special attack and speed, so you can completely destroy your opponent. And with the item White Herb, you can lose the defense drops that you would from Shell Smash. As for the 3 offensive moves that you can run on Minior, this thing has access to Acrobatics, so once you use your White Herb to fix the defense drops, this thing hits very hard with Acrobatics. It also has access to Stone Edge, Rock Slide, and Earthquake, so you can have a very hard hitting stab, and then Earthquake to hit those pesky electric types that everybody knows exists in the battle tree.
Now, in addition to these great attacks, you cannot forget the most important thing about Minior, and that is the fact that you have the style points available, because you can choose any of the colors available, whichever one you can get your hands on.
And if you guys are interested in picking up a Minior for yourself to use in the battle tree, you can get it on Mount Hakulani on Ula Ula Island. It's the same place that you catch Dittos, and you can also catch Skarmories there as well. Make sure you guys pick yourself up one.
The third Pokemon here that we have actually found mutual success with is actually going to be Salazzle. It is a Poison Fire type, and in order to obtain one of these, you do have to make sure that you get a female Salandit, because only the female can evolve. It kind of got the Comfey effect. You can pick up a Salandit on Route 8 or at Wela Volcano Park Either one is fine. They are both on the second island or Akala Island. Now, Salazzle can also set up. It does obtain Nasty Plot, which allows you to get +2 special attack, which is going to power up its stab moves and hit incredibly hard with Sludge Wave and Flamethrower. Salazzle does also learn Dragon Pulse by level up, and personally, unless you want to breed for a hidden power, I recommend going with Dragon Pulse. As far as the items go for this, the thing is, these items do come from the battle tree, the ones that I was using, so maybe if you already have one, you could use a Focus Sash, because it does have a ×4 weakness to ground type moves, or you could try a Life Orb. If you don't have either of those, you could always try and run a Berry or anything else that you really have your hands on.
One other thing to note about Salazzle is the fact that it does have the ability Corrosion, so if you're going up against a Steel type and you want to poison it, you can definitely do that with your Salazzle. The fourth mon that we're going to be talking about today is actually Lucario. Now, Lucario is extremely unique because it can be physical or special depending on what you would like it to be. It has access to Swords Dance and Nasty Plot, so it can set up on both sides, has access to Vacuum Wave, Bullet Punch, and Extreme Speed, which are all forms of priority that hit extremely hard because they are stab, aside from Extreme Speed, which is just really cool. This thing also has really good stabs in close combat. It has access to Bullet Punch, it has access to Flash Cannon and Aura Sphere, and it has really cool mixed moves like Dark Pulse and Earthquake. So for the item, you can pretty much run anything you want. You can run Focus Sash, you can run Life Orb, you can run Choice Specs, Choice Band, a Berry, literally anything, and Lucario can set up and win multiple games on its own in the battle tree. If you do want to pick yourself up a Lucario, you do have to catch a Riolu first, and that will be on your way to the battle tree on Pani Pani Island.
One thing to add about obtaining Lucario is that you will have to evolve your Riolu with Max Friendship or Happiness. If you have any questions on that, I do have a tutorial on my channel how to obtain that stat to be maximized, and I'll put a link to that below. Now, the fifth Pokemon that we have listed here is actually a exclusive to Pokemon Moon, so I do apologize if you are playing on the Sun version. However, I'm sure that you would be able to trade with a friend. It's actually going to be Lycanroc Midnight. Now, you can obtain a Rockruff at 10 Carat Hill on Melee Island, or in other words, the first island. Now, what you'll want to do whenever you're encountering your Rockruff is you'll want to do the SOS method, so that way you can obtain the hidden ability. Now, once Rockruff evolves into Lycanroc, its hidden ability is going to be No Guard, which allows all moves to connect. Basically, accuracy is not checked, which allows you to use Stone Edge with 100% accuracy. Now, I personally am running Stone Edge, I was running Crunch, and I was also running Rock Polish. Rock Polish is a setup move that gives you +2 speed, so that way you can basically outspeed everything. And for a fourth move, it's really up to you. You have the choice in, you could go with Brick Break if you wanted to. Personally, what I did is I got Fire Fang. Now, Fire Fang is an egg move, so what you would want to do is you would want to either pick up a Flareon or a Snubbull, and that way you can breed and you can get Fire Fang on your Rockruffs. Now, as far as an item, what I'm personally doing is I'm using the Life Orb myself, so I'm able to Rock Polish and get +2 speed, and then I have the Life Orb to boost attack of my Stab Stone Edge, and that's basically all you need.
The last Pokemon that we're going to be talking about in this video is actually my favorite one of the entire video, and that is Comfey. Comfey is extremely unique because it has an ability called Triage, and what Triage does is it gives priority to healing moves. Now, if you are not the most offensive player in the world and you like playing a little bit bulky, this is the set for you. For the item, I suggest the Leftovers, and for the move set, I suggest Calm Mind, Synthesis, Leech Seed, and Draining Kiss. With your max HP, max Fizz Def in your EVs, and you set up Calm Minds, you have Priority, Synthesis, Leech Seed, and Draining Kiss is also boosted by Triage, so you have a +3 Priority Draining Kiss. Once you set up enough Calm Minds, that is going to do a lot of damage. Of course, if you wanted to use Comfey and you didn't want to use the Calm Mind set, you can always go with a Choice Specs Draining Kiss set, because it does have priority, so you can hit a little hard with that, gain some health. You can go with a Spadef set with Leech Seed. There's a whole lot that Comfey can do, but I found the most success with the Calm Mind set. If you want to pick up one of these for yourself, they're in the Lush Jungle, but they are very hard to find. It's about a 5% encounter rate, so make sure you guys stay patient when you try to catch yourself one.
Alright, now that is all that we have today for the singles format. Now, in order to make this relatable to casual players, competitive players, as many people as we could, we actually chose to not use Ultra Beasts in these videos. You, of course, do have the option to use them if you like, or the Tapu Legendary Mons. However, we chose to not do that. But if you did enjoy the video, like I said, make sure to check out KyleAye's channel because the other video is over there. It's very important that you do that, and I really will appreciate it. I'll even blow you a kiss or let you hold my hand.
And I, of course, want to thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Peace.